coming to you live and direct on the livest podcast there is in the land, known to man as Mike Check 1212. I got the one and only Tyri Xavier to my left, the wonderful, the one and only Courtney Amein in front of me, and to my right I have the one and only Dejuan Houston there. Come with me to hold it down this Sunday, this wonderful April, what's today's date? April 4th? 5th? April 5th, 2020. Corona out, across the land here. World shut down. We'll go global, government taking over.
All of it. We got 3 days. Yesterday, today, tomorrow now.
Right.
For what? That's it. It's not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right.
Oh yeah.
It's really,
That's really how I feel though. I mean,
Yeah.
I go to work every day. I still wake up like, what's today?
Oh yeah, I go with that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
and maybe tomorrow. You got really yesterday, today. You don't know what's tomorrow. So.
That's fact.
There has been a lot going on. Just here alone, I think in North Carolina it's over 500, 300 cases, between 3 and 5 or more than 5.
So North Carolina says cases reported 2,093.
As of today.
As of today, 2,093 cases. This is on the CDC.gov. But I think that's crazy. New York has 90,279 cases reported.
Right, but there's more people.
It is more. That's just crazy though.
That's, they on top of each other, so imagine how contagious it is up there.
They got
already.
subways and all that.
Yeah.
Chinatown, Koreatown, uptown, downtown.
I'm stuck on how it really has come and pretty much just shut everything down. Like Corona has really come and disrupted our everyday, day-to-day life and essential, tasks, going to work, going to school, daycare, getting your hair done, haircuts. You feel what I'm saying? Going shopping. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it really done came through and put it all up. But let's dive right into it because, honestly, so we did record last week and I kept trying to figure out, like, what we going to talk about? Ain't nothing going on.
There's nothing to talk about but this coronavirus and really how we can be more aware. What can we do? How we can stop quarantining just around certain people and stay our butts at home for real, and just really try to let this thing get out. Right. But we really need to get serious about it.
And that's really, you're right, like everything, even within hip-hop alone, is revolving around coronavirus. Certain artists have taken off as far as their sales within albums, like shout out to Lil Uzi with Eternal Take. His streams within the first week of launch surpassed 628,000 units, and that's crazy because that means he's beating Drake, he's beat J. Cole, and Eminem in 2020 regarding album releases.
Do you feel like he has an advantage?
Is that because they haven't released music or because?
I think it's both. I think that's what it is right now. A lot of artists haven't released music in 2020, and then people are at home right now.
Right, because we don't have nothing to do but look up stuff,
and do the whole,
whoever put something out is really gonna
challenge that people going viral with right now on TikTok. And I also think that's the reason why Drake dropped the Tootsie Slide song or whatnot. Because to be honest, if you think about the song, it's cheesy.
He's a genius, though. So
that's what I'm saying. He's nothing but marketing. Like that's what I get. So as a fan, I'm kind of disappointed. I'm not gonna lie, because it's just like
we need something that everybody can do. You're at home with your family right now, so it ain't all of that ratchet stuff that you may do outside.
That's true.
You got to be more family right now. So that was perfect. Like even though Megan Thee Stallion with the what's it called, the cat hook. Yeah, so that was cool, because it's got the families active together.
Right.
So that's
we
good.
got the Baby and B Simone finally did a music video together. It was for the Baby song "My Way." I fuck with it. I saw the behind the scenes, and to be real, I followed B Simone's story, just overall come up. So I know she herself is a personal fan of him as an artist. So it's pretty dope. But to me, as far as his music, it's like a normal, typical Baby song.
I ain't seen it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I've seen it?
I've seen like the clips of it and behind the scenes, but I never watched it.
Yeah, that's what I've seen behind the scenes and everything. Yeah. Putting it together, but I ain't seen the actual video yet though.
Yeah. Now, just getting into some things as far as just like, I guess the messy side of this week and the last 2 weeks. Tekashi 6ix9ine has been released from prison due to the fact that he's been possibly at risk of being infected with the coronavirus. They released him on what they call it, like special conditions or whatever, and he's on house arrest. So he's at home. I don't know for how long, but a lot of months. He's already planning to release 2 albums. How do y'all feel about that?
Man, see, I'm real deep, so I don't really want to touch on this because let him out. Why? Because he got money due to coronavirus, and his lawyers can be like, oh, he needs to get out doing this because there's plenty of men that probably deserve to get out faster right now instead of him. So I don't even care about him, what he's doing himself personally. I'm just feeling like, why did he get out so fast due to coronavirus? Well, we have
it's a
millions.
risk for him too, though. Honestly, it's a big risk. I mean, he got all this game related stuff. I'm not too deep into all of that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? The safest place for him was probably there. I don't know, but I'm just saying. But why let him out?
Right. What about everybody else?
Exactly.
Speaking of everybody else, I mean, I know Mecklenburg County released like 1,600 inmates.
What?
Because
all states are releasing inmates.
Okay, I need some phone calls because I got some people that I know that blow behind bars, and I ain't got no phone call yet.
Yeah, it's 1,103 was released in another state. I want to say it's like California, somewhere on the West Coast. But different states are releasing inmates due to the overall population within local jail houses.
But that's good. Thank you.
Did you say that's good?
I mean, releasing the people that's supposed to be out.
And
Like,
it's non-violent charges.
No, because I went to the prison reform stuff back in February for Black History Month. That is real. Like, it's so crazy how we lose our black men to the judicial system or even now the educational system. So it's a whole other story, but it's deep. A lot of people are in jail for petty crimes forever.
Right. That's right.
So let those people out.
The
jails are overpopulated because they're locking you up and keeping you there for nothing.
Nah, that's
I get what you're saying. My only worry is when you say you're releasing inmates, can it be for non-violent crimes? That's my only
But
thing.
even if somebody went to jail for a little violent crime, I'm not perfect. I don't went to jail for, being aggressive, with a police officer. So you trying to say I'm just this violent person and I'm in jail, I can't get out? No, I learned my lesson. Some people really learn their lessons. You got some people who need to be in jail that we're overlooking. Right. So don't let people out for non-violent crimes because if somebody sold drugs to take care of his family, you saying not let him out?
No,
Right.
see, I'm saying when I say non-violent, I'm saying like if it's anything, if it is a violent crime, then you should be in jail. Is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, like but within these states, like even within the Charlotte releases, I don't know if you can pull it up, but it's not just the non-violent crimes being released. You got rapists being released, sex offenders being released.
Now, see,
they're being released though. That's what
but
I'm
those
saying.
are the
Like,
ones that would let back into society.
there is no criteria to it though.
Well, for Charlotte, for
That's
Mecklenburg
how I
County,
feel.
there is a criteria. So I know from what I did see, it's misdemeanors, and then like you said, it was petty crimes. So
Misdemeanor
they plan on doing more, case by case.
Misdemeanor can be
A
in
misdemeanor
there.
ain't no sexual crime though. It ain't nowhere near
Okay,
that.
so what you think about like
So-
some states have that 3-strike rule. Now somebody going to jail for drugs, get caught for drugs. That's non-violent.
Right.
But they got caught on the 3rd strike. I watched this documentary. This guy got caught on the 3rd strike because he had a gun on him because he lived in a bad neighborhood.
Right.
So if he had a gun on, he already had 2 felonies. But now he had life in prison because he got caught with a gun. He's on his 3rd strike rule. Now he's in prison on a non-violent.
Right, but the rapist, he get another chance.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
The sex offender, he get another chance to come back out to society. But this man can't
So
because of what?
they're not considering that guy who probably got lost in the penal system and it's like, okay, we're just gonna just overlook the old and just kind of deal with the new now.
I mean, honestly, I agree with releasing those who don't have violent charges or cases, but I feel like it should. Honestly, I mean, hell, I don't know.
They need to go through a whole psych evaluation,
All of that, because you can't just release them and say, hey, you're free today. You've been in jail for 6 years. Today, you're just going to go out into society. No,
so everybody, I don't care what kind of crime you did, you need to be,
it needs to be a more, I shouldn't say a more calculated,
really
strategic way. Yeah.
They should be let out.
Definitely should be utilizing those halfway houses too.
Oh, please.
Definitely, like maybe going to a room, something.
Somebody need to get Playboy Guardian one because he can't get his shit together to say this. Like, he was just arrested in Georgia and Fulton County to be specific for guns and drug charges. And the guy he was with, by the name of Jalen Tuckett, took all the charges. Yeah.
I seen it.
Yeah. I mean, I was just telling someone, I feel like every rapper, artist, musician, anyone in general, any mogul should have someone to take the fall for
Why? Mess up that other person's life? Why?
Now, see, the first time I was in the conversation, we kind of had that outlook on it, like, why should they do it? But I mean, if you decide to hang around me and you know what I'm involved in, and the fruits of my labor that I benefited from, you fruitfully benefit you too. You feel what I'm saying? You around me, and granted, yeah, I may be a role model to the kids, I may be this to the earth or whatever, but we all know, even in the Bible, ain't no rich man got to his riches by just being an angel. Like,
Right.
you feel what I'm saying? It's not possible for. Well, I'm not gonna say it's not possible, but it's very hard to find a pure soul as a very wealthy person on this earth.
It really is.
So
when you have money, you should not be held accountable.
That's what money. I'm saying that's what money do. It got you out of jail early.
You
You know what I'm
feel-
saying? It got your money, get your charges. You know what I'm saying? Like his life doesn't matter because what? He don't has the dollar signs in the bank.
Yeah.
You know, he don't has the assets.
But see,
That's
now-
why his life is not as valuable.
all I'm gonna say is, in reference to this case, what's gonna happen is Playboy Cardi is gonna pay for all his attorney fees and all of that.
He should.
He'll probably have, he may serve a little time, he may not. And Cardi, regardless of the situation, would have been released because, record labels nowadays are really coming to bat for these artists too. That's how Kodak Black could get out of prison up until recently. But, yeah, like, honestly, in certain situations, I do understand. Even in this is the petty situation, it was a traffic violation. Like, y'all got put
But
over
did
for
you see all the
speeding.
stuff that they had?
They had a lot of stuff in them, but
Okay. The law is still the law.
you're absolutely like, no, I'm not saying they're wrong for getting put over and in that, I'm just saying, right, if I was Playboy Cardi, I would have had someone to take it off of me too. That's just how I see it.
So I guess it's chess. You gotta use some people as your pawn.
Yeah.
But even with that,
But it's just crazy that, we invade certain people's lives like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I come
I
from.
don't like it.
I couldn't,
You know?
I couldn't.
But what if he not valuing his life? That's
It's
not.
just society, period. Because he feels that it's okay for my homeboy to be around me. Yeah, me get rich right now. Whatever. My girls, they coming with me, of course.
Yeah.
But if I got something on me, I'm going down for what I got going on. I don't care. I'm not gonna let my homegirl right here get it because she ain't got the money. No.
You made a point earlier. It's
Me.
It's a pawn. It's not even your.
Yeah, I'm not
homeboy.
using nobody around me that I'm supposed to love and who are loyal to me as no pawn and nothing like that. I'm just sorry. I'm not. Because if there was a life or death situation, go ahead and die, bro. Don't take care of your family, your kids.
You know what
I'm
I'm
leaving.
saying?
You feel me? Like, come on.
When you put it in that sense,
You feel me? So come on. We
And see,
gotta stop doing each other like that
I
as
feel
a
you.
people.
The only reason I even bring up those is because when I think about situations like Juice WRLD's death, had he had someone to take his fall, he probably wouldn't have swallowed all those pills and would still be alive to this day.
I mean, there's
Still,
maybe a
that's
gray
on him,
area,
though.
but he needs to be strong as a person.
That was on him.
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing on this earth that's gonna make me take myself out.
He's a
Now,
great
it can
artist.
take me out, but I'm not just take myself out because whatever going on here. I'm not. I'm sorry.
No, he
But everybody not built like that.
True. And then with him, like, he more so what happened was with him, when he was getting off the plane, FBI started searching his plane, and he swallowed all the pills instead of, like, flushing them. And so not knowing what the reaction would be, he ended up
That's
hurting
his
himself.
ignorance.
They still found weed.
I'm sorry, rest your
Yeah, they
soul.
found 70 pounds of marijuana on the airplane.
The pills is irrelevant. I'm saying that
Right. Forget the pills.
Get the pills.
And wasn't he wealthy? Wasn't he
Yeah, other
wealthy?
shit to worry about.
He was wealthy enough to have lawyers,
But
right?
my thing is,
Okay, bro. Come on.
Traffic,
My
Some
thing
people
traffic
is-
not
goes. I take
don't
that,
care.
but
So my
take some
thing
pills.
is,
Whatever.
you're
You still been living.
going to, like, if I'm sorry, but if I'm wealthy, I'm gonna have someone around me to take the fall.
A
That's just
pawn.
me.
Just don't call him a homeboy. That's your pawn.
Right.
You have a pawn.
And let them
Yeah.
please know that.
Yeah.
When, you know what I'm saying,
Of
don't
course.
put random and don't put no smoke and mirrors. Be like, listen, don't go down, you taking a fall. And this is what I expect of you for being around. Now, you may reap the fruits of my labor, but this is going to be the cost.
But then at the same time,
You
I
know.
don't want to say like I'm gonna go around doing reckless stuff.
Yeah, no.
Just
no.
because you know you got a
riding
pawn.
around in Lamborghini.
Like, just crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, like
You
you
know?
got caught riding around in
I just
in
gonna take a rap for
Lamborghini.
me.
It's like,
Like, come on, man.
Wow.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, gotta be prepared for certain. You never know for rainy days. What type of rain that might come that day? You never know. That's just my take on it, to be honest. And going to the furthermore lighter side of hip hop this week, where people are doing good and giving back and trying to help us out here with the coronavirus taking over the earth. Meek Mill and Jay-Z gave out 100,000 masks to prisons and medical workers, as well as the Patriot owner Robert Kraft using the team's plane to deliver 1 million+ masks. And there was also
No, it was an 11-year-old patient, a cancer patient, got to speak to Drake, J. Cole, in the weekend before he passed away.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that was. Did y'all see the video?
I saw a clip of it.
What type of cancer did he have?
I didn't see it.
So.
So, are you laughing?
I don't know. Like you got me feeling like.
No, I'm not laughing. Come on now, I'm not laughing at that. But this is my thing. Maybe I don't know why I'm even thinking about this, but how do you know this is like dying wish?
He probably said it though.
Yeah, you already said it because like in
Did you see
the
the
St.
video?
Luke's
I didn't
hospital.
see the whole thing, but I haven't
Did
seen
he
how.
speak in the video with you saw?
I didn't see.
Did he look like he wasn't happy?
The boy can't talk, so I'm trying to figure out.
Who said that this was his
You feel me?
wish?
This is what I be getting at sometimes with social media and moments
yeah.
and things being viral and this, that, and the third. This boy has cancer. He's on his dying hospital bed.
But who's to say that he probably said it before he
Yeah,
got to that point?
Right.
He probably loved Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
Love
probably
Drake.
did. You never know.
We didn't see what led up to it. We just
Exactly. We seen.
see boom and then.
I guess, okay. I mean, for me, it's not even about the boy. It could be anyone, but I just be so caught up on how what's relevant. You get what I'm saying? What's news? What's trending? What's on our Explore page?
Right, but if you think about as an artist, it costs them nothing to send a video to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that makes that little boy's day.
It does, yeah, I like that, yeah.
It
But
probably.
Even if it is some kind of shady behind it, I don't know. But
I don't think nothing shady should be associated.
It's not, well, not on the little boy's
That's
part.
just
I mean, for
insecure.
the artist, it's of course
Right.
good publicity, like, of course.
As celebrities, their whole lives, their everything is already broadcast. So why not broadcast this moment too? You know
And I
what I'm
guess
saying?
that's why
Everything
it would go
they do,
viral.
they could be someone having coffee. We're drinking Starbucks today. So whatever, everything they do is broadcast. So why not broadcast this? And they're not doing it for publicity because everything they do is for publicity. They wake up and go stand on the balcony butt naked. They gonna have pictures everywhere.
Yeah, no, I definitely give kudos to the guy for
let them
fighting
do that.
cancer in his battle. I guess for me, though, it'd just be hard sometimes to give everyone a moment when it comes to social media.
Something positive.
Yeah, not even just anything positive, in general, the moment. Like, I'm like, at this point, like, even with the news.
Everybody's doing it for looks and likes and loves, to be honest, because why are you posting it?
Yeah,
Like
You didn't care for
TikTok
anybody else's
challenge,
validation, you
that's
just
what
gonna post
kinda
it.
got
You're doing it for somebody else to see it.
Yeah.
And that's your life when you become a celebrity, for real.
And just the average person, like I post a picture right now for you to see it. You know what I'm saying? For whoever to like it. That's what I post. I post for the haters who I know who looking at it and want to like it, that I know that's out there. Like, that's why I post. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't have social media.
True.
What about people who live by social media?
See, that's a different story.
Because I'm saying right now, they bored. They ain't got nowhere to go.
And those are the ones who are doing all this crazy stuff, making all these crazy big whack
this is their time,
videos.
for real, though.
And
It's like-
they're doing anything to get attention because the
Yeah.
videos that I've been seeing on Twitter is just
Wild.
disgusting me. They're disgusting me
Someone's
because
licking toilets,
The
and
only
then
fan accounts
catching
are coming out.
COVID-19.
people are doing the worst things right now to get videos or people to look at them, and it's sick.
They got
Girl, I'm also
Because-
getting TikToks. I've never seen so many of them on TikTok in my life.
And did you see the government article about how TikTok shares all of your personal information in your
China.
phone? Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, everything, not just what you do on TikTok, but
No,
I'm
anything
not
in your
surprised,
phone.
though. I'm really not surprised. We agree to these
You know?
terms and conditions. We don't read through that stuff.
Exactly. But it's something that they need to really wake up and ask about because you never know how they may use that against us.
Right.
You know?
I'm glad I'm about to the hype of like new
The
apps.
trend.
So
Right.
Like,
But it was very tempting because I was like, oh, I want to do the sandwich. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, but I was like, okay. But who knows, what the other apps share, what we got,
like Facebook.
Exactly.
I heard about Facebook. I ain't had Facebook like 4 years.
Just the iPhone period with face recognition. Face recognition is really real. I live in Las Vegas, and out there it's millions of people, right? Once I was like told not to come back to a certain casino, when I go in there, they be like, Miss Stewart, and because they recognize my face recognition is really real. So this is on iPhones. That's how you do the FaceTime, and this is government data. So this shit is really real. Like, you don't even know how hard technology is. Like, I thought I could change my hair, put on some
We got your home bone structure, your face,
It's
all of
thousands
that.
of people in the building right now. You know what I'm saying? New people.
Yo, we want you.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Not
Yo,
you.
and they caught-
I'm like,
caught
yo,
you? Oh my
bruh,
God.
caught me, knew me.
That's
Down to the T. It ain't no cop. Knew exactly who I was, and I couldn't even say that because I'm like,
technology. You can hop on somebody's Facebook Live, I believe. Yeah, I've done it. Hop in their live and it'll like recognize your face. Like you want to tag this person.
yes. And when I take pictures, I look like my sister and my mom. So it depends on, I guess, the lighting. If it's like tag Alicia, or my mom, it tags them because I guess the picture looks like them from the face recognition on Facebook.
I am done.
So
You gotta be careful.
yes.
Man, and just furthermore, we're going into pop culture right now and things that are further going on in relation to coronavirus. Oprah donated $10 million to COVID-19 relief, along with other billionaires like Jeff Bezos, who donated $100 million.
That's all I want to give a round of applause to. That man there, he got it.
How do y'all feel though? Both billionaires, Oprah donates 10, Jeff 100. Talk about it.
Man, since Oprah don't want to add that she black, she's black for that.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate it. That was very nice.
You
bro.
know,
Oprah
it
got
was very
30
nice.
million set aside for her dog's health care.
Exactly.
30 million.
So,
Come on.
that's why I say Oprah's, I want to say the N-word, but but she's black for
Just
that.
pissed off a little bit.
Right.
Just a little tad.
Just a little bit, he
A
go.
little bit.
But that man who donated $100 million, even though he probably had way more, but that was still a blessing. Like
Yeah,
that
it
was
is.
real big
The
of him.
tax write-off.
And I thank him, even though I might not never receive any of the aid or anything
Right.
from it, but I thank him for doing
But
that.
that's the thing, though, it's like with all this going on, they should, I feel like, as a United States of America, you see that the government is not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
They never did.
Okay, so what about the billionaires who's like, you know what, fuck what y'all not doing. Let me step in and do this because y'all not doing shit right. And so we have a lot of
Our whole government system is corrupt.
Yeah,
It
we have a
needs
lot
to be
of
reconstructed,
successful
period,
people.
just from the laws that we live under.
so all this
Period.
going on, they taking care of.
But it's crazy. It's just like the stuff that the medical people and nurses have this little thin scrub layer stuff on. And you wonder why they die. And stuff like exactly, because we don't even have no protective gear, but we're supposed to be America. The
They
great.
talk about that, how basically they feel like
You know?
America is reacting as if we're a third world country and not the richest
Exactly.
country in the world.
Exactly.
And how North Korea was able to contain their overall infected rate they're speaking on the response. Basically, they're saying we had a weak response. When North Korea were able to contain their overall infected rate, it's because they reacted so soon, whereas America, who knew about this back in December, didn't react until February.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of, with everything, it's great people are giving back. Shout out to Oprah and Jeff Bezos and everybody else, but it's not really like, at this point, I feel like it's a cause and effect to everything, and we're suffering from our own, choices as a country regarding our government, and that's just what it is. And then, there's nowhere near done this thing this week, so it's the worst week. They're calling this the week of community affection. So, like, the community affection is something, but basically this is where the rate of infection is community based. There you go. So you walk outside, your neighbor could have it, the dog could have it. It's airborne. Technically, it lives for 3 hours in the air. So at this point, and it was on not the Charlotte Observer, but like the top, how you get the top news things to your phone or whatnot. It's on your local area, you put in your zip code and shit. So they were saying that Charlotte Mecklenburg right now, like, is one of the main counties within North Carolina that have a high infection rate regarding cases. So I don't know how many out of 2,090 some cases were those all Mecklenburg?
Those were all North Carolina.
Yeah.
What's Mecklenburg?
Yeah.
And what's our neighboring county? We look at all of those. At least Mecklenburg. Yeah. Concord, because I live on the borderline of Concord and Mecklenburg. I love it. I was on the east side at first, Red, but I had to move. Listen.
No, I thought about it over there, but
I'm not paying all of that for you to be going through roadblocks, listening to helicopters.
Roadblocks, helicopters, and there's be shit going on. Like, it's always some shit going on over here, bro. Like, not even just like your neighborhood or anything.
Yeah,
the east side. Like you ride through the plaza, something going on. Like,
I love the hood. Don't get me wrong. You feel me? But it's just like, you know,
I'm not paying.
I'm
not even gonna sugarcoat
You know,
it. I like nice shit, so I'm not moving over there. Because if you walk in my fucking house and some shit missing, I'm gonna lose my shit. And you know how you come home from work, the neighbors outside with the police. Oh my god, we called your phone. Bitch, you probably the one who did the shit. Like, nah, I ain't got time for none of that. I ain't got time. Concord, be quiet as for old people. If anything, yeah, they more concerned with what you smoking.
Exactly, and they want some. They ain't calling police no more. They want some.
So Mecklenburg County, it says we have 664 cases. 664. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I mean, to me, I'm not buying into like just the whole hype of the cases thing because I think it's a mental thing. It's like a fear.
I mean, I think it's both ways because I know somebody single-handedly, but she's not in Charlotte or whatever, but she's young. She's like us, and she was affected by it. You know, you hear about the case and like, okay, well, it really hit home. You know, really, because you don't really know nobody that you know that has, but she has it. She was diagnosed with it. You know, for real, she went through all of them. She's still going through it now. You know, fighting for her life. So it's real. We're not taking it serious, I think, as we should because it's not right there in our face.
Right.
But literally somebody else is really, you know, seeing the bad side of this stuff, is going through a fight for their life right now. And she's younger than probably you and I.
Right.
You know.
Now the thing about it is like I think it's a lot of scenarios that could possibly
happen. A lot of people in the world.
Right, a lot of people in the world, but somebody who's like me, okay, I work out and I really don't get sick and I'm really just keep my same routine every single damn day. I'm not going around and being so long why I don't need to be.
She wasn't. She was going out to get essentials when it first started. You know, everybody was flying out, getting stuff, you know. This is what happened. And she was in an area that was just highly infected. Of course, she knew that because that's what she had. But what she got to do, go to all another state to get some essentials. She went out like everybody else in her town, and she got it.
Yeah, see, I mean.
You know what I'm saying?
See, now,
she got it.
Put yourself in a predicament like that, that's kind of different.
We have to. I have to go out and get bread and meat like every other day. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm cooking all day, sitting in the house. You know, so every few days I gotta go out. So I'm at risk too.
Is she black or white?
She's black, and she's what 26.
And this area she went to was a Walmart.
She went. She said she was just out. Like she went to a couple places that day. She went to Walmart, Family Dollar, grocery stores. You know what I'm saying? Like she went. I actually don't know exactly pinpoint.
I feel like, and not to discriminate old people, but right now, if us the younger demographic are getting it, it's from an older person. It's from someone who's carrying it. You feel what I'm saying? It's from the, like you said, environment around us. So within her situation, it is unfortunate and it isn't her fault. But at the same rate, I'm not going to Walmart right now. I haven't been. I've been at Harris.
So where do you get your stuff from? Okay, Harris Teeter ain't no better.
But I don't go in the morning.
It don't matter when you go. They said if you live in there for 3 hours, how you know you wasn't there? You know
but listen, I'm gonna just let them.
Can't justify that because
when I go out, I wear masks and I've had on my purple gloves when I went out.
It ain't no different from going to Walmart, baby.
It is because
it's Harris Teeter.
No. That's not what I'm getting at. That's not what I'm getting at. I was saying that in reference of me saying that old people are at Walmart or
old people love Harris Teeter.
And Harris Teeter too, but they have specific times for those different age group demographics. They have at Walmart specifically. I think it's like 6 to 7 or 7 to 8.
Because every time I've been out lately, I see all types of people all ages, races.
It lasts on like
surfaces for hours.
Exactly.
So my thing is that's why I wear my protective gear.
So you going to Walmart or Harris Teeter, baby, it ain't no difference.
Because you ain't always got to.
And actually, I want to go to Food Line because Food Line yesterday was spraying like all the products on the shelves. They were spraying, wiping down the buckets for you know, push off. You know, so I was like, okay, I'm coming here. You know what I'm saying? At least they trying to protect me. You know what I'm saying? So
which Food Line was that?
This Food Line was.
They got like a little tunnel set up.
Yeah, wow. I want
North Triangle.
Lying, bro. I was Walmart yesterday. They got a whole line. They got one side shut down. You can't leave out there. They got one side coming in and one side leaving out on one side. You know, Walmart always got two sides.
But they ain't spraying buckets.
No, they wiping them down. It smell like
Walgreens on North Triangle was also the woman, like she was sprayed when somebody walked in, she was spraying alcohol because there's no Lysol. So she had alcohol in a spray bottle and they spray it because they kill germs too.
Right.
So they was in there spraying. Everything smells like alcohol, but yes. So she told me to do that.
I don't have no Lysol, and I'm not.
Yeah, I don't have no Lysol.
Lysol, they was charging $8.99 at CVS for fucking what? Not even a full bottle, like a bottle about this height. Like, it's not even a full Lysol bottle. What the rest of it at?
And I thought why they couldn't do stuff like that when we're going through a crisis? Like make stuff that
If
should go higher.
if they put that law into place.
So they need to, because tissue was $9.
Where?
When it first began, tissue was like, people were selling tissue for like $24.
In the store?
Wow, I think it wasn't illegal.
Yeah.
It was somebody like on the side.
$24.
But I was like, yeah, he had like the Mega Rose for Sherman. He was like $24. And people were really big to try to get it because you couldn't find the tissue.
Like $90,000 worth and buy shit.
They made them donate.
Shout out to my mom who got 96 rolls of toilet paper and 96 rolls of
Shout out
That's
to
your
Midnight
mama. Can I
Diamond.
borrow like 4 rolls?
Yeah, at Midnight Diamond too, they're giving out toilet paper rolls and stuff too.
Who's your meal?
Yep.
Shamil. Yep.
That shit.
Rolls real quick.
And Cousin got meals for the kids too.
Yeah, right. Free meals, that is. A $9 million Van Gogh painting was stolen from a Dutch museum during all this coronavirus stuff. I guess, someone broke into the museum and stole the painting. I'm trying to understand what are you going to do with a $9 million painting during this time?
And then when you try to sell it, it's gonna be hot.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. What are you going to sell it at? I don't know. That was just, yeah. So, everybody know Kylie Jenner, the Kardashians, right? A lot of people haven't been talking about this story because I'm sure they're being paid to shut the fuck up. But we're going to talk about it. Kylie Jenner sold her Kylie Cosmetics company for, I think it was almost $700 billion. She got $600 million in cash.
$700 billion?
And, I mean, I'm so wrong. Million, my bad. But shit, that's still a lot of money. It's almost $1 billion. So, out of the $700 million, 600 of that was a cash exchange. Today, your company is nowhere near worth $700 million. It's actually worth $100 million. The people you sold it to want their money back, and if you don't, they're gonna sue you. Wow.
And how did it get worth $100 million?
Hold on, finesse.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with the Kardashians, bro. They going after it by all means.
But first off, how you get a deal that's $600 million cash?
That means
How is that a legal deal?
the paperwork that they saw, the numbers so for you to buy it, that mean the numbers I show you got you tripping balls.
Bro,
You
can't-
loving my
bro,
numbers,
you can't
goddamn.
make a $10,000 deposit without the feds.
Well, no, that's just normal
Right.
citizens.
Yeah,
man.
no.
That's just
our
normal.
tax bracket and shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was a wire exchange, offshore account. You gotta think.
Cash.
I mean, no, it was cash exchange.
10,000.
But what I'm saying is it was probably like a wire
Multi-millionaires, they
sent
can
to her
really-
business account or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
But even if it's wired, that's still cash because when that shit hit, it's right there. It's available then, right there. So now they're trying to figure out if she gonna have the money to pay them back because they're getting ready to take it to court. They want all their money back in reference of the $600 cash amount.
I don't feel like they should get it back.
I
I
feel
feel
like
like
you probably gonna win the case.
you should have did your due diligence.
I'm kind of on that.
Because you can't get your money back from a bad investment.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the case. A lot of people be getting their money back right now.
I'm following
You
you
know,
speed.
so
I don't know. I'm gonna try to pull the story up. Yeah, when they released the overall numbers and whatnot, apparently, wow, and they're also being sued over underwear. There's a lot going on in the Kardashian clan, but Chris was the one who apparently got everything fucked up. So Kylie Jenner and the Kardashians caught in cosmetic legal woes.
What's crazy is, from what I'm seeing, she didn't even sell the full company. It was 51% of it.
Yeah.
That's
she
crazy.
showed the share.
Yeah. So you not only lied about the overall value of your company, but shit, you really just robbed them. To be honest,
I
if you think
mean,
about it.
did she lie or whoever was around her working her
It was
finances?
her mama. So Kylie Jenner's cosmetic line is booming, but with increased success comes increased scrutiny. Jenner was caught in the middle of a beauty world snagging Los Angeles makeup. Wow. So yeah, basically, long story short, they're suing her for copyright too. A makeup artist is. It's a lot going on. I'm trying to get to the main specifics of the story, but long story short, my thing, I guess, more so less, I brought this up because when you look at the Kardashians, you think about the sex tape. You think about Kim Kardashian now and her overall brand of beauty and the line and the clothes and how they make their money. To me, no, Hollywood is gonna look at this as another business move on Chris's part. You feel what I'm saying? Like you was just saying, and both of y'all really have the same kind of I feel what you're saying in reference of doing their due diligence, and then if it's a bad investment, you decide to make the investment. But at the same rate, it's gonna look at people gonna look at their reputation as doing honest business as well. Do y'all feel like this could, hurt them or?
I mean, nothing's ever going to hurt them because they get publicity off of it, which that's what they are rich for, mainly because of the publicity and how, they just let everything just be out about their lives. So
they just whole life.
Bad publicity is still good publicity for them because they're going to get paid for it. So it does not matter. It's a win-win for them.
True.
No matter what, all of their dirty laundry is always aired, and guess what it does? It makes everybody like Googling them even more, wants their page even more, so it's a win-win for them. They laughed at us.
Exactly. Yeah.
They laughed at us.
At the end of the day, she's still going to keep them $600 million.
Exactly. Or whatever millions that she do get to keep.
And then now that I think about it, like you said, 51% of the company, that's not the whole company.
No.
Yeah. And then you still controlling most of your shit.
Exactly.
So you not only you ran off with a bag, but you still got your company. I'm weak. Moving right along, Floyd Mayweather's daughter Yaya was arrested Saturday morning around 1:40 a.m. for stabbing NBA YoungBoys baby mama in Houston, Texas, in the home that YoungBoy owns. So, have y'all heard about this?
Oh yeah, man. Who hasn't, man?
What are y'all opinions on it? I'm
Toxic. All the way around. Toxic.
As a woman, Courtney, how do you feel?
Like I said, what was the reason why this girl stabbed this young lady? Did she feel threatened? Was the other young lady trying to intimidate her? What was the reason why and then also what's going on with this young lady?
Yeah.
She could have mental issues. She has a lot going on. She lost her mom, if I'm not mistaken. Just being, up under her dad's eye all the time and his, fame, that's a lot of pressure too. So you don't know what this young lady got going on, and that was probably her snapping moment. And something provoked her to stab.
Right.
So what was, the reason?
So according to RT.com, Urban Slams, Yahoo Sports, Hot New Hip Hop, Heavy, Madam Noir, Wrap Up, Vibe, Entertainment Tonight, NBC News, that is, Floyd Mayweather's daughter, Iana, arrested for alleged aggravated assault. The 19-year-old was jailed in Harris County, Texas, after a 25-year-old woman was stabbed. Singer and social media celebrity Yaya Mayweather, the daughter of boxer Floyd Mayweather, was arrested early Saturday on suspicion of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. According to court documents, Mayweather, 19, was taken to jail in Harris County, Texas, around 1:30 a.m. after a 25-year-old woman was stabbed and hospitalized, said Captain Zitzman of Harris County Precinct 4 or whatever. The woman suffered non-life-threatening injuries and underwent surgery. An altercation between Mayweather and rapper NBA YoungBoy and a woman named Lepatra Lachey Jacobs.
That's who got stabbed.
Yes.
I would have stabbed her.
Lepatra. I'm looking at y'all like y'all see the article because I'm trying to spell shit.
Somebody with that name, Lepatra probably was that career wreck.
Lepatra is Lapatra.
Yeah, and Amaya is her name.
Her name is
exactly.
Ayana.
Ayana.
And they call her Yaya.
I feel it.
So, she turned around on Friday night, prompting law enforcement to show up at the rapper's home and arrest Mayweather, according to TMZ, which first reported the arrest. So the police arrived after the medical professionals did, and basically, long story short.
Was it bad? Was it a little cut, and just because it was a knife used, they were trying to say stab. Did she get stitches?
I've seen something a lot of blood.
Yeah. Of course. When you're adrenaline rushing and you get a little baby cut, it's going to be a lot of blood.
No, I'm somebody at the house.
The adrenaline was rushing when the stabbing was going on, right?
I don't know.
Of course. Oh, so you just calmly stabbing somebody?
Nah, I think whoever took the picture of like a counter. It like some shit went down.
I done cut myself in the house, and because I was, my adrenaline was rushing. Yeah. It looks like a crime scene could have went on when it was, simply something that I actually.
No, it was pretty bloody. What I saw online was that.
The only little bit. Her adrenaline was rushing.
Yeah.
You cut and she was leaking. And some people are leaky people when it comes to, bleeding.
So long story short, they said that when they got into it, Yaya had already stabbed the girl once and went back for the second knife and charged at her again. And yeah, like you done because that's calculated. You had the time to stop yourself and all of this.
Just
shit.
fight. Y'all gonna fight over them, just fight.
And that's another thing
you know
too.
What I'm
Like
saying?
that's where they probably
Quit
think like,
playing. That's just with
ass.
anything. Guns, throw the heads. You got a problem, just throw
They
the
don't want to do that
heads.
no more.
No, nobody want to throw their heads.
Nobody
Nobody want to take no air from fight. But guess what? Fighting, you can come back from. You can lose one and come back and win one. You know, cutting, shooting, you can never. You don't know if you can come back from those things. So why do them? If you got beef like that, I'd rather have somebody I got beef with. I can keep going back and maybe win one than versus just taking them all the way out or them taking me out and we not never knowing who hit the what.
She's saying the girl started by pulling her hair, and that's when she stabbed her the first time.
Exactly. So she came in attacking her.
And then she said that the girl was saying that she didn't even know that she was stabbed the first time, and then Yaya charged at her again with the second knife. When the EMT arrived, the girl was just laying on the ground unconscious.
Right, her adrenaline was rushing, so that's probably why she was bleeding so much. She pulling hair.
That's crazy.
Back in New York, where I'm from, that's a normal thing though. Like
What,
girls,
the cut?
yeah, like they would like.
Down
Girls
south
are
too.
always
Girls
cutting
used
in the
to
face.
carry blades up under their tongues. And,
See, I've heard it.
carry blades in the
I've heard it in their
creasing of your
mouth, like in the
jeans.
cheek,
Or in your jeans,
That's
like
crazy.
they used to do that.
They want to mark you.
So
That's crazy.
just fight. If you're gonna fight, you gotta be
Like
just
you
fight.
see, what happened to the old school days when you had to go back outside and you ran back in and told your mama that so and so was fucking with you and your mama made your ass go back outside.
Go back out.
Right, go back out here and fight.
He'd be like, I'm tired of hearing your shit. I don't want to hear you crying no damn more. Take your ass outside and don't come back. Period. But nah, let's move on to some lighter stuff, man, to Black excellence. So shout out to, of course, the legendary, gone but never forgotten Kobe Bryant, alongside Tim Duncan as well as Kevin Garnett for being inducted to the NBA Hall of Fame. That's huge. Kevin Garnett is the cousin to one of my friends from back home in South Carolina, which is where he's from actually, and graduated from Martin High. I honestly kind of wish Kobe would have got it while he was here, though.
Yeah, and I'm so tired. That's one thing I got a problem with, giving people their flowers when they're gone.
Yeah.
Give me mine while I'm here, okay? Please. But that's what we do. We can't wait for somebody to leave here and he was the greatest, he was this, he was that. And that's just something that we gotta break. We gotta break that.
There's something else I wanted to show. Maybe y'all I'm kind of the conspiracist enthusiast here. There's a new commercial going around called with this app called Quickie. Have y'all heard about it? Quibi, not Quickie. Quibi.
Oh, there you go. Download
Yeah.
All right now.
It's a commercial, and I'm trying to find the exact commercial.
Only pay for what you need to live neutral. Jackson, where are those pants? You'll have to ask me.
Is Quibi a noun or a verb?
Quibi is definitely a noun.
I honestly don't know what a noun or a verb is.
So this is, I don't know what it is. But long story short, the commercial was people flying in a helicopter. And the lady turned around and looked at the passenger and said, we're going to circle for a quick quickie real quick. And then that was the commercial. Now, when I saw it, how far my brain went. I said, Quibi. Quibi. One more letter than Kobe, okay. Quibi and Kobe. Sound very familiar. And,
What is Quibi? What is Quibi? Yeah, what is...
I don't know, that's what I'm trying to figure out what was the app. That's what I didn't take time to listen to in the commercial just now. But I don't know what Quibi is as far as their function as an app. But I'm like, is it just me or am I reaching to associate the two? Like, y'all in the helicopter, you turn around, so we're going to circle around, take one more quick Quibi. We're going to take a quick Quibi around real quick. Like, what?
My mind didn't go there.
Okay.
I didn't either, but
Okay.
now that you have enlightened me, now you got me wondering.
The Quibi mean.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what is
So
Quibi.
from what I just looked it up. So Quibi is supposed to be like, it looks like a Netflix of TV shows though. So it's like quick little shows and stuff that you can watch. So
Okay.
yeah.
I am reaching. I get it.
And then it's pre-order, so it's launching April 6th, so it's launching tomorrow. Yeah, you want a 90-day free trial though, you can do that.
My shout out to Quibi Will Lovely. You want to take your sponsor if you would like to go ahead since we're plugging you in over here. But yeah, no, I just saw that commercial. Like getting back to overall giving people their flowers when it's due, in reference to the NBA deciding not to necessarily make Kobe the overall logo. I'm kind of iffy on that too.
I'm kind of glad because there are other athletes I feel that, was just honorable as Kobe. I'm sorry that we lost him in this tragic death, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he's not all the NBA. Now, me as the younger generation, I did, when I think of NBA, thought of Kobe. But I also thought of Shaq. Yeah. I also thought of whatever his name, Iverson guy. I knew a couple of guys, not just Kobe. Right. You feel me? So don't do that. And you don't lost a lot of. But I'm not a sports girl, okay?
No, I only did that because to me, Stephon was alright, but he went.
But still,
a lot too,
off
the court.
Okay,
that's a lot. A lot of people do a lot. So you need to put Michael Jordan face up there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because when I think of basketball, NBA, that's who I really think of.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So come on now. I'm sorry we lost Kobe how we did, but at the same time, you should not change your logo just to be Kobe silhouette. I'm sorry. We have a lot of legendary basketball players that has passed.
And no dig at Mr. Marbury. We do want to shout him out, folks. Go ahead and donate 10 million masks to New York. Now,
can you donate something to North Carolina, please? Because I'm tired of seeing other people with masks and I don't got one.
I just said it, bro.
I know, but he really got it like that?
Bro, he had, back in the day, bro, he had an affordable clothing line and shoe lines.
In the store. I remember the store. That whole store thing.
Yeah, he has his own shoe deal, Stephon Marbury. And so it's like, when you make sound investments, you just do what you got to do.
Just because he's not mainstream with his money don't mean he ain't making money.
He was a man. He played for the Knicks. He was a man now. He just what it was. Yeah. But I guess, like you said, doing that to North Carolina, but I think they realized, like, man, New York's like a hot spot right now.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is.
New Orleans, some parts of California, like, we have more than one spot.
Right now.
I don't think they're doing them. And anybody, New Orleans is smaller than Charlotte to be having all those cases down there. Now, that's scary. It's like 600 some cases, like in Mecklenburg, but and they're smaller than our city.
But compared to New York,
it should be more, but it's more people there. You got to think about it. But if it's not that many people down there and it's small, it's going to be a higher risk.
Smaller than Charlotte?
Yes, New Orleans is smaller than Charlotte.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes. Pretty big.
It's more. You see it more mass because of the water that's there, but actually land mass, livable people, is smaller than Charlotte.
How do people probably live on water?
Exactly. And then we don't know how this stuff is traveling and, this and that. So they're all connected some kind of way. It's small down there. Like, forever, it's small. So for all of those cases to be down there, it's just as scary as New York. New York is very scary because it's New York. It's super big. It's a lot of people, but you forget about places like New Orleans that's got a lot of cases as well.
Everybody cases. Everybody needs help.
Yes, exactly. We all need help. We need to come together, though. We need to stay quarantined.
And just moving along, we want to shout out Rihanna and her overall Claire Lionel. We want to shout out Rihanna and her foundation. She donated $5 million to New York for the COVID-19 relief efforts. And then we also want to shout out a first grader by the name of Kavanaugh.
Yeah, I seen that. That was big.
To make care packages.
Yes, that was big, little man.
That's what's up.
And
we need more young hearts
like
yourself
that was so dope.
Trying to help the world and just show that there are still good people on the
right.
Heart. And moving into national news, I don't think there's nothing on here we haven't really touched on except for the fact that gun sales have been up during this coronavirus.
I sure want to go get me one, and now it ain't that many.
But the ones we gonna buy, let's be real, the sale ain't gonna be trash. We gonna go buy one from our cousin Pookie around the corner or at the cut.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't going to the store to buy my gun. It's gonna be
so baby, you better go on to the store.
I'm like, I don't know.
Who you got that gun from?
I don't even associate nobody who sells guns.
Exactly. Go on and do it the right way, friend. Your future.
You
don't need to go down.
I'll tell you right now.
For somebody else's stuff.
No associating with nobody. Now, I might can know somebody that might know somebody else.
That guns. Like,
no, I don't want to buy no gun off the streets. Like, I want it right because if you have to use it to really protect yourself, you don't want no kind of aftermath. You know what I'm saying? It ain't registered or you don't know if it's clean. Because they'll tell you anything to sell. You know,
Who knows
so
the history behind it?
exactly. So get your gun clean if you already clean.
I think that's what most people are doing. Selling them about $2.5 million.
And I heard the gun ranges are still open.
They still open? Don't tell me that.
During business, like during the whole,
They say it's my central
Oh
job.
yeah, I'm going.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I had fun. I like doing it.
Nah, that's real.
So, and on top of that, just getting into the whole coronavirus, we spoke about inmates being released. We didn't really touch on numbers as far as death and tolls, like how they predicting that 250,000 U.S. citizens will die. So, what you need to know, the novel coronavirus has infected more than 1.2 million people and killed more than 65,000 worldwide, according to Johns Hopkins University. In the U.S., there are more than 321,000 recorded cases and roughly 9,100 people have died, with 1,344 of those reported on Saturday. So that's almost 1,500 people in a day. The country's largest single-day death toll. Spain's death toll is at 809 people on Saturday, bringing the total to around 11,744 people. Parks are closing due to the coronavirus. All park facilities, restrooms, viewpoints, trails, roads, and campgrounds are closed until further notice on the National Park Service website. Yeah.
Well, I just rode through a nice neighborhood today, close with Lake Norman. They live nice up through there.
Yeah.
They have their own little private parks for their neighborhoods.
Yeah, it's still open.
Parks were not closed.
Oh.
People are still exercising, playing football, kicking soccer. Little kids are still swinging. So,
It sounds like a social gathering.
exactly.
But I was looking at the shelter in place, just looking at like what you can and cannot do. I think it's weird that you can still go to parks.
Yeah, they say you can still go to parks and exercise, but how?
I don't think that's what they say.
Yeah. And then how these men are still able to golf.
Yeah, no.
You know,
You gotta make contact with the ball and go clean up.
the caddy.
The golf cart.
You know, all of
what I'm
those
saying?
people.
Yeah.
It's
And I was, not to cut you off, I'm further reading here how they're saying, like, it's getting bad. Like, for the overall United States Medical Health Association, Dr. Harris has stated that this is going to be our worst week ever in the state of Louisiana alone. They could run out of ventilators by the end of the week if the number confirmed of coronavirus cases continues to grow, which basically means that if you catch coronavirus and you end up having respiratory infections, issues where you can't breathe, like it's fucking up your lungs that bad, you're going to die because they don't have ventilators for you.
Well, I feel like we need to do some more research and figure out like what natural ways we can help people or what can we do, because at this point it's saving ourselves.
That's true.
So what can we do? What can you do at home naturally to help restore your respiratory system, help you breathe better? What can you do? Because obviously ain't no medicine, ain't no equipment for everybody.
I've heard of so many different things like natural remedies.
Yeah, because I've been doing the orange pill and breathing that in.
Yeah.
I've been doing that, and it actually helps me because I have chronic bronchitis. And I'm a smoker, so it really bothers me a lot sometimes. Like I can go out and come back in, and I'll be coughing. Everybody look at me like coronavirus. No, I got bronchitis. You know what I'm saying? But I do stuff too, other than what my inhaler can do.
Right.
Like I do my own natural stuff. I take inflammatory stuff like black seed oil that helps with inflammatory. My lungs are inflamed. So my passageways are inflamed. So I take that. So we need to think about more natural remedies and just they give us the medicine, they give it to us.
So what are you using with the orange pill?
I put in my water though. I put orange peels, lemon, and red onion because I didn't have a white onion at the time. But it takes the onion, but in water and let it boil, and then let it steam.
It's
Cover your
like toxins or something like that. Right?
Whatever's from the onions and stuff, it releases something. But it actually does help because I will take that instead of my inhaler now. Just because I know I can't. Right. I have to go to my doctor to actually go get me another one. So he can check my breathing and see if he's up my dosage or what. So I don't have that opportunity right now. So I do that, to help me clear my airways. Right. They're trying to do everything virtual. So, I'm like, my dude, you need to listen to my lungs. You need to hear what's going on. I don't know how to listen to this stuff myself. Exactly. And I understand that. So I'm not, that bad off where I need them. So I do what I can to keep myself up.
Like your dog takes like maybe
I did. That's how I found out I had bronchitis because I didn't know this happened 3 weeks ago. I found out I was diagnosed when I went to the emergency room because I would wake up coughing like really bad every day, like where it was shaking my body. You know, when you get a bad cold, you cough one time and it shake your whole body.
Yeah.
So I was doing this like every morning, waking up, and then one day my mom was like, "Listen, just go because all of this stuff going on with the corona, you don't know. You go to work, you work in a call center, you don't know." So I was like, "Oh God," you know. I went and they did the test or whatever, but I didn't have it. She told me that I had. No, she told me that they did something else with my blood and something like that. So they did that or whatever, and they did an X-ray of my lungs and they were clear. So she knew I didn't have like flu or anything like that. Yeah. So she diagnosed me with chronic bronchitis, and I've been on the inhaler since then. So it's been about 3 weeks.
That's better than having some damn cold.
But I thought I was like, yo, what's going on though? You know what I'm saying? Because I do go to work, I go outside, I touch the door, you know, it's other people. And somebody at my job actually had it, and we all share the same doorway.
I was gonna let you say,
right,
yeah,
you know?
I heard about it.
Yeah, somebody had it, so we all
and
use the
didn't
same
tell
door.
nobody.
Exactly.
So I haven't felt any symptoms, but I went to GNC because I read the Black Seed Oil. It's a huge like anti-inflammatory agent, but also just a huge antibacterial agent within the different, carcinogens and cancers, things they put in our food. Black seed oil really detoxes your body.
It does.
So I took this.
It's nasty. Oh my God, it's so nasty. But
It
tastes like wax or something.
Yeah, like
It's just disgusting. It makes you gag,
you know the
but
smell
once
of
you know
him?
you get it down, you know it's like
you know
this
him
gotta
smell,
help.
right? Like the
You know?
seed.
You can
But
take
it's
the
like
pill,
him.
but I don't know how effective
Yeah.
it is.
I probably
It's like the him. It tastes like him.
It's nasty though.
It's real nasty. And I took a spoonful.
I take that and raw sea moss. The powder from sea moss. Yeah, I take sea moss. That's like all the ingredients that you ever
vitamins
need.
that you
Yeah.
ever- It's like a superfood.
Yeah, it's
The stuff that Amein was trying to make
disgusting.
drinks out of. But she mixed it with something. It wasn't too bad.
What? That's
Sea moss.
sea moss.
Heard about sea moss.
Yeah. She got like a cold liquid form though, like cooked, like I think it's the cooked puree type stuff. Yeah. But, excuse me. So I took the spoonful of black seed. This is the worst. I would not. This is some shit that I would not like. I would inject this in the syringe and inject you with it for how my reaction was to like because it was that bad, my nigga. I ended up on the fucking toilet, sweating. I'm talking. I was sweating like I went running and I had not moved and I'm shitting at the same time. So my ass is sliding across the toilet seat.
No, but it does me when I go to sleep. Because I take it at night before I go to sleep.
Yeah.
So it did me like that in the daytime one time before, and I was like, whoa.
What the, like,
but it's getting whatever
all
it
of
needs
the
to be out.
out of your
It's
body.
getting it out. You know, we
It
put a lot of
was
stuff
so
in.
violent. Like, it was violent, like a real detoxing ass shit. And I'm sitting there,
That's scary.
first my, like, I felt the pain in my stomach.
You
And I'm
don't know
like,
what's in there.
you know when you got to shit because your
you're
stomach
healthy.
get to hurt. You know that stomach pain, like, oh shit, I got to shit. You grab your stomach. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to the bathroom. We're going to the bathroom. So I get in the bathroom and I'm shitting. And next thing I know, I'm still having to breathe, sweat breaking out everywhere. I'm talking my legs, my ass, my forehead, my arms.
Everything wet.
Sweat. Yeah, I had to I walked in, you take your shirt off as a ham and you shit. I don't know about you. I take my shirt off when I shit. Nigga, I came out of that bathroom butt ass butterball naked. It was a wrap.
But
I had
it's
to put
good.
on a whole
You
new
need to do
outfit,
that.
take a shower, and all of that.
You need to do at least once a week. Period.
See, no.
I do. Because
That's
first of all, you're
once a year for me.
supposed to have a bowel movement for real, like twice a day.
Right, yeah,
You know
are.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And we are eating all this processed foods, even though you might be eating some chicken or something you cook, it's still processed meat.
Right.
You know, so you're putting anything in your body. And on top of all of these years of doing this, my God, you need to do this at least once a week. If you want to live long, now, you know, go ahead. Do what you're doing. You know, but I'd rather be at home doing that versus in the hospital, like, you know, really can't hold it. And you shit for another reason.
Take it by itself.
See, with me, I mix, I take this black seed oil first because that's just the most nastiest out of all of them. And it's thick and it's like a liquid.
It's an oil.
See, my sea moss is a powder. So I take that, a spoonful of that, and I just down a bottle of water, like right behind it. Just ooh, ooh. once I get it down, it's down. You know, that's it. But I do this every night before I go to bed.
That's why your skin looks so
Because,
good.
you know, I can't go through the day like this. It mess you up. So just sleep through it. You know what I'm saying?
You
So when you
feel
wake
better.
up, you can go as soon as you wake up. You go as soon as you wake up, and you be good. And I'm telling you, like, my body
So
even
you
feels better.
Think differently when you do stuff
all
like
that.
that too.
In my sleep, what? And then I have silk sheets and stuff. So
Oh,
I really
oh,
sleep.
slimy.
Bruh, like I really be like wet like a seal, but it be cool though because I know whatever I took in that day before is
it's
out. So I do know that. So that's why I do.
So you tell me every time I take that shit, it's going
Until you really cleanse yourself out and eat the right things, then of course.
I'm doing breath.
It gets better. It's not that toxic. I mean, it's not that bad every time. But you're gonna take a go. You're gonna sweat. You know what I'm saying? But your body's gonna get used to releasing those things, and you need that. Why you sit back being cute but trying to think baby, you want to keep living till you're 93 or 100, like the woman I talked to the other day. Like you want to do what you gotta do, baby.
Yeah. So I did that, and then now every day I do the NyQuil when I wake up and try to give them freckles.
A NyQuil.
Like a shot of NyQuil.
Oh, that's just to help you sleep.
Well, it helps me. I think I'm doing something. I think I'm like fighting some
You
type
ain't
of
doing
bacteria or
nothing.
something. It's
You
like,
ain't doing nothing.
if I breathe, in my mind, if I breathe in Corona and I go home and take my shot of NyQuil, I'm good,
I'm done with you. You need to take that black seed or that sea moss crazy if you're gonna be doing something.
NyQuil, a shot of alcohol, I'm good. I think I'm great.
That help you
I'm better
sleep.
than the virus.
Crazy.
That's it.
You're so crazy. I'm done with you.
I'm doing for real. But nah, man, I really do appreciate all of y'all coming out with me today and just helping me keep the show afloat. And shout out to my co-host Chevy Lonzo and Corey. We do really miss you all and want you all back in the studio. And we send all the blessings to Corey and your family. Make sure everyone gets well there. And Chevy, stay safe in the military, my guy. We need you to return back in one piece. I'm waiting for y'all to overthrow Trump and just run shit, but we'll wait on the military to get its shit together. And with that being stated, ladies and gentlemen, as always, it's a pleasure hanging out with you all on the wonderful mic check 1212. It's your boy Jay O'Neal here with Dejuan Houston, the wonderful Courtney Amein, and also Mr. Tyri Xavier.
Sure.
Again, thank you all three beautiful souls for hanging out with me today, and everyone, we out.
No problem, man.
Peace. God, guys, this was so fun. That's why I've been wanting to do this forever.
He told me he was talking about.
Yeah, and me and my little friends, we've been getting together, having our little meetings or whatever, but we never did this. So this was